Guys, I am recording this right after recording the Cell and Super Saiyan 4 from Daima videos. Yay! I'm finally free from that shithole, and I'm going to be honest, in the next few days, I guess Gamma 2 and Piccolo should already be out. In the next few days, I am not playing Dragon Ball Legends. I am not recording videos on that game. I'll be straight up, I am not. So be mindful that for some time you won't be seeing Legends videos because I am not playing PvP consistently with like the input problems and the lag problems. When I play the game, my phone is burning hotter than ever. It hasn't burned like this. Like it has never burned like this. I have now been playing Dragon Ball Legends ever since the manga characters came out, and it has never burned like this. The problem is the optimization with the game. The game is not well optimized. That map, the GT map, the newly released GT map, is not well optimized. I swear to God. I swear to God that something either like if it's not problem of the map, if there are modders that are using mods to specifically lag your game, there is a setting that they fucked up and is now fucking over with something, maybe like the shadows, maybe Super Saiyan 4 Goku's key is being a problem, maybe Super Saiyan 4 Goku's model is being a problem, because sometimes it lags, sometimes it doesn't. It's very inconsistent. So I really don't know why it is that the game is lagging. But aside from that, I decided to come here to do a little bit of a different video, a little background and context on myself. I've been studying music ever since I was in fifth grade. I am now 20 years old, and I'm on a private jazz school to get my music license and my jazz license. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I know most of the things I'm talking about. I also have a secondary music channel where I post arrangements that I do of game songs and such. Dokkan isn't one of those games, but maybe one day. Um, I've found myself quite enamored. If I had to copy Belmont, I have found myself quite enamored by this OST and by what it is that it represents. Um, Let me just get Zeno cases because I don't like to support DBZ World. Is a mother. Oh, this OST is also really good, but my plan is to AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Yes, this one. Um, so yeah, I play a lot of instruments. I play piano, I play contrabass, I play normal bass, I play nylon guitar or classic guitar, depends on what you want to call it, classical guitar. Um I also have played on many instruments in my life. Um and so like music resonates with me in a way that really helped me get into this game because the OSTs that this game has it's really like it's really interesting. It's you need to certainly have a real passion for music to understand everything that is going on here and why the Dokkan OSTs most of the time are so great. Like most of the time, they are a hit. It's not a hit or miss. It takes a lot to be a miss. If there even is a miss, because there aren't misses. Every song that they create here, even the Int Goku, the one from the Goku and Frieza, even that OST, the quote unquote scary one, has its charm. And it mostly depends not on the quality of the music, but on the preferences of the ones hearing it. And so I have a lot of favorite OSTs from like 2021 to 2022. Like 2020, 2021, 2022 are have most of my favorite OSTs. but many characters that I like from this year. So, for example, this reversible exchange Goku, this transformation into Ozaru OST, like this Garlic Jr. OST, which I was reviewing the OSTs that released this year, and fuck, like this is amazing. This sounds amazing. Like Beethoven level stuff. Actually, like amazing. Oh, by the way, I am right now on Dokkan. The link leveling, the power level update just hit. And with that, of course, stage 39 of the quest modes, and also the Dragonstone Finder, which is really cool. So yeah, I recommend you all go check out the update. We also have quests, and now the weekly quests will be giving redstones for the 11th anniversary, which will be pretty good. I still don't know what characters I'm going to pick. It highly depends on what will be available to get. But yeah, outside of that, I mean, when it comes to Dokkan OSCs, it's really just a matter of okay, I like most of the OSCs that I like are really bangers, and there are those that are universally loved. So, for example, SCR Goku and Vegeta into Vegito, Super Saiyan into Gohan AGL, Super Saiyan transforming Bardock AGL, STR Gogeta. Many people like Tech Vegito. Uh, and like those OSTs are generally considered like some of the best OSTs in this game. But this one specifically, it catches my attention because of what it represents. So yeah, let's hear it. It has been like it's almost becoming one of my top three, if not my favorite OST this year. Little by little, it has been creeping up on this one, which I also love. I'll also be reacting to the Gamma 2 and Gamma 1 Gohan actually OSTs that are coming. I have heard Gamma 2 and Piccolo's on stream, not gonna lie, which I think they are pretty solid, but I'll give my review again in this video because it would make sense to capitalize on the hype that are these new OSTs that are now on the data downloads. So yeah, let's give it a year. I'll just let you hear and then pause sometimes to give my thoughts. Now, I pause right here because this I like to consider the heroic section. So basically, if you never watched GT, I never did too, but I know this scene because I mean it's very hard to escape these scenes showing up in games, specifically like Dokkan, which are animations literally copy pasted from the anime but reanimated. So basically, Goku he goes Ozaru in order to defeat Baby. He ends up becoming Golden Ozaru, which is the Ozaru transformation, which is a 10 times power multiplier, if I'm not mistaken. Saiyan Saga Vegeta says it in the Saiyan Saga from what I remember. And Super Saiyan Ozaru is like the multiplier stacked with the multiplier. So that multiplier, I think, like of 10, it's then multiplied even further by the multiplier that is Super Saiyan. So essentially, Golden Ozaru is really strong. But there is one thing with Golden Ozaru and with any Ozaru that isn't Vegeta's because Vegeta adds a lot of training. They lose control. And this is where we go into the second section of the song. Right now, Goku isn't in control. The Ozaru is a chaotic monster. It's destruction incarnate. He can kill anyone there. Maybe not Baby. Because Baby, the thing is, Golden Ozaru is so strong that it's probably stronger than Baby. Like, probably stronger than Baby. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you have seen GT, I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I am personally pretty sure that Golden Ozaru at this time was able to defeat Baby if Baby wasn't also Ozaru, right? And the thing is, like, if Golden Ozaru is that strong, y'all gotta realize During this fight specifically, there were people there. Bulma was possessed, Gohan and Goten were still possessed as well, and so Goku, like if it wasn't for Pen, Goku could have killed everyone. He could have killed everyone that was being controlled by Baby. He could have even killed Pen, like if shit went wrong. So like this makes it feel like really scary because it's still grandiose, but now it's grandiose like scary. It goes from grandiose heroic to grandiose scary, and this grandiose represents the power. So basically, like on the heroic section, this section in specific, I'll just reduce the song a bit. This section in specific, it's grandiose because Goku is powerful. Like, this is the most powerful version of a Saiyan. But then shit goes wrong and he starts losing control. So now that grandiose power is still there, but not his conscience. So he can kill anyone in sight with ease. And this is why this OST for me is so fucking big. Because the better, like, the best OSTs that exist in Dokkan, in my opinion, are the ones that go hand in hand with what's happening in the animation. That is why I think Tech Revival Goku's OST is amazing. If I go on like Dokkan playlists, if I go on Dokkan playlists, this is why I think Int Gohan's OST is amazing. Because the moment where this drops is when Trunks finally screams, his rage goes over, boils over, and he becomes a Super Saiyan. This is why I also love. Let me see. What other character? I love this one because the best part of the OSC, my favorite part of the OSC, another OSC that is really close to my favorites because it impressed me so much. The best part of this OSC, in my opinion, comes when they are attacking, when they are doing the thrust attack with the power of trust. This Gohan, it takes time building up. This build up is present on 16's speech, and when 16 dies, it explodes. It represents Gohan's rage. These are the best type of OSTs in Dokkan, are the ones that resonate exactly with the animation. And if we check out this guy's animation, the moment where shit goes wrong, it's the moment where Ozaru starts losing control, and he starts becoming a powerful demon, a powerful beast. It goes from something hopeful, a product of hope, a product that would help them get hope on these dark times where Baby has essentially controlled everyone in planet Earth and is feeding off of their hate, into something that it's even more of a problem. So, that last part, as you can see, firstly, we have this is the continuation of like the bad part, like the evil part. It's the Ozaru, it's the uncontrolled power. Goku isn't still in control. And now, I think what this is supposed to represent, even though only the next animation shows it, it's that there is still some humanity remaining in Ozaru. It's the shining hope that Pan brings, and it's the memories that Goku has remaining in him. And it's those memories that Pan gathers towards in order for Goku to come back to his senses. Wait, it's still not this part is still the evil one. This part now. Still not this part, I'm sorry, I was mistaken. This next one. And if you realize, it loops. And why is it like only one compass? Because compared to the evil, compared to the hate that is controlling the Ozaru, compared to the uncontrollable power that is the Ozaru, the destructive beast, Goku's conscience is so buried down that This part that represents Goku's conscience, it's the shorter one. We have like 8 compasses of like constant evil and only one of heroism. Because the heroism in Goku, Goku's conscience right now is very and very buried down within and down beneath all the destructive power that the Ozaru is bringing. This is why the heroic part only comes back for such a short amount of time. Not only is it for transition because it then transitions back to the heroic part at first, which is Goku gaining the power to defeat Baby, but also because when it comes to the grand scheme of things, at this moment, there is more evil than good. But the good still exists there, somewhere. It's there somewhere. It may be just a short thing. It may be small, but there's a chance. So let's break it down. I'll be hearing the OST with you all and saying all the things. So, heroic and grandiose. Goku is getting the power to defeat Baby. We have hope. Goku is finally gaining the power to defeat the most powerful enemy we have ever seen that controlled Baby. But oh no, shit goes wrong. Now it's grandiose and evil. It's sinister because Goku has lost control of that gigantic power that would be the only chance to actually defeat Baby. And now it continues, the reign of destruction continues. It's not stopping. It continues to stomp around, it continues to destroy the structures, it continues to destroy everything inside. It's the destructive power, it's a menace. He can't do it. He can't control that power. He's just so strong. But wait, maybe there is something that still retains of heroism in Goku on the Great Ape transformation. And it loops back to the heroism. Fuck, this OST, this is how you make a game soundtrack. This is fucking peak. This is peak. This is the peakest of Dokkan OSTs because it has such an underlying meaning. It has such an underlying meaning. It's so poetic. It's so narrative. And it sounds so good too, like the instruments they use, like the strings, and then like when you see, like it has like a solid rhythm. So I'm not the best one with percussion. Then it changes to like a constant rhythm, and the strings like like bro, this OST and the chants, like fuck, this is so good. This OST is so fucking amazing. It's probably the best OST of this year. I'm not even gonna kid with you all. It might be my favorite. Like after seeing this one, like this. I've seen people do great points in the comments. Like, yeah, select your fighter. This is why I also love this OSC. This OSC is the perfect representation and the perfect presentation for a tag unit. This is how you do a tag unit. You're selecting between Goku and Vegeta. And it's still, and not only that, but it's also like, wait, something happened. Vegeta! I said it's key! Wait, we might have a chance! And it's like that build up, like it's building up for something fantastic, which is Vegeta, like it's building up, it's charging up, like the constant rhythm and the ascending notes, like it goes up. Now it goes up, it comes back down, and then goes up again. This is how you do it. This is how you do also the perfect OST. Not only it represents a type of music which is present on character selection screen, which represents how you are able to choose between Goku and Vegeta at this point, but also that something is rising. We're gaining hope. Although minor sounds like minor notes, minor songs, and major songs, major notes do not mean sad and happy respectively, it's much easier to build on hope, to build on greatness, to build on goods using highs than lows. Although it doesn't need to be obligatory, it's much easier to notice when something's hopeful if we do these ascending notes, these ladders up. You do this ladder that goes up, and people notice that something is rising. What seemed like hard times are going up, are becoming more hopeful. That is a thing that's so beautiful about this soundtrack on this game. It's so good, and I'm so happy to be able to play a game where these songs are available and are present on the characters. This is one of the biggest part. For me, Dokkan wouldn't be Dokkan without these OSTs existing. These OSTs are one of the most special parts of Dokkan, in my opinion, because it's mostly what enhances the experience of using a character. It's a difference between me wanting to use a character from nowadays, which has at least one intro, one active, one reversible exchange, maybe even a morale boost. Who knows? And like not wanting to use other characters who don't have OST, like respectfully. I do not want to use like an SSR Vegeta that doesn't have an active, that doesn't have an intro, that doesn't have his own official soundtrack. I do not want to, and if I'm using it, it's because the characters on the team really need them. He's very good, for example, Jacket Vegeta. I think that Jacket Vegeta doesn't have an OST. I might be wrong though. Int Vegeta OST. Let's see if we can find it. We can't find it, but it's still a character that I'll probably be using because not only is he so cool, but also because the team really takes profit on him. The new team that is coming, superheroes / movie heroes. So that is something that's really impactful, you know. It's really impactful to have an OST. Like Majin Vegeta's intro is one of the most beautiful OSTs in the game. It goes perfectly with with the scene being shown. So basically, the scene that's being shown is Trunks saying goodbye to Vegeta saying goodbye to Trunks, knocking him out, and then also knocking out Goten and preparing to fight Majin Buu. It's one of the most impactful scenes because it's the first hug that Vegeta gives Trunks. And you see, like, you can represent a sad moment using majors. This is a perfect example of that. The OST isn't using minor sounds. The OST isn't minor based. The OST is mostly major. But it still carries so much weight that, like, it makes it so much more impactful. And I guess I'll just reveal this one real quick. So we have this is the end. My turn ended. We have like this sorrowful OST. Then the drums kick in, it starts building up. Explosion, hope. Trunks achieved Super Saiyan. He's literally our only hope, is Future's next hope, is Gohan's own successor, chosen by Gohan to go on and become the hope of the world. And now the OST is hopeful. It's amazing. What they do with these OSTs is actually amazing. It's actually incredible. It's actually so good. It's so good. How can a game have these have good soundtracks for basically all characters? And my browser is failing. Very nice. Wow. My browser is actually failing. Wow. Can okay. Nice. This OST. The thing about Gamma 2 OSTs is that I love them, even the AGL one, because you have to remember the following. Gamma 2 is supposed to be a free character. It's like, it's chill. It's literally chill. It's a friend that you'd like to have in your life. It's literally that. Like, you want to go for a bite? Man, ask him to go. He'll go. He'll do some funny shit. Y'all be laughing. Like, he's a free. I don't know how to say. It's like a free going character. You know, like he's carefree. He's a carefree person. And so his OSTs are supposed to represent not only that carefree side, this is why, although like very good, they are not that serious. Like it's more heroic because he's a superhero, and he acts like one. He acts bombastic, but he's also really carefree when compared to Gamma One. So keep that in mind. Like this OST, boom, I am Gamma 2, Hedo's greatest creation, and I'm also a superhero! Like, literally, it screams superhero, it screams heroic. He has shown himself. The hero has come to defeat the villain. Like, it's heroic, but it's purely heroic. And it's happy, because that's what Gamma 2 is. It's a carefree character, which represents happiness. Carefree is usually supposed to represent happiness. And heroic. Who loves this OST? Like, this part is actually amazing. Like, it's so good. Now, I don't know what this part represents because it's descending. I still don't think like it derives too much. If I had to say something, it's his imminent demise by using the core breaker and eventually sacrificing himself. But I doubt it, personally. I think that it's just like a great OST to showcase heroism and his carefree side. I mean, his happy side. And then Piccolo joins the fight. And Piccolo is a serious character. So now we have Gamma 2, which right now is serious, but not like Piccolo. Piccolo is seriously serious. He's like Tao Pai Pai, he's going seriously serious. So keep that in mind as we watch, because this OST is supposed to be both heroic and more serious than the old one. We have a kind of generic thing going on. By the way, generic doesn't mean bad. And we have epicness. This is the thing. Like, it's much more epic, it's much more action-packed. And it's much more, like, centered around a middle ground instead of being too high or too low. Because right now, Piccolo is on the equation. He's more serious. These OSTs are so good, man. This part represents a little bit more Gamma 2, but still controlled when compared to the other one. Because now Piccolo is on the equation. So like Gamma 2 is actually now trying to defeat Cellmax. They are trying, actually. And god, this unit is amazing. I really want them. Y'all don't know. I will be spending 1,000 stones on the banners because I am a new player. Then I'll be summoning on the New Year's, and then I'll be summoning on the anniversary, and then I'll have my account built for content. But yeah, whew, let's see. Um, Now STR Gohan and Gamma One. Now I really don't know. If I had to say, I really don't know what. Oh, the cell video is done editing. I'll be posting it after I get this video recorded. Um, Now one thing I really found weird, I ended up seeing like this DI. I mean, I don't know if it's just a thumbnail issue, if it's a really like real problem. I hope it's a thumbnail issue, but like this eye, man, what the fuck happened with Gohan's eye? Bro is going blind. No wonder why the motherfucker uses glasses. Look at that eye. That eye is fucked up, bro. What the fuck? But yeah, Gohan is a way more serious character. I mean, he's laughing, obviously, and like Gohan is kind of like when they messed with Pan. Okay, sure, and we see that on the movie that Gohan, when trying to like get Pan, is going really serious. Like, do not mess with this guy's daughter, or else he'll fuck you up. Like, bro, he might have started like Super Saiyan, but once they actually started hurting Pan, well, hurting in quotes, because what essentially was hurting Pan was Piccolo and was just an act to activate Gohan's power. I mean, at that point, you're getting your shit wrecked. It takes one punch from this motherfucker to end your life. It takes one punch from this motherfucker to finish you. So yeah, do not mess with Pan. But yeah, keep that in mind. That is when on the Cellmax fight, is basically a little bit more carefree. He's still being careful, of course, but he's way more carefree than they were messing with Pan. And then Piccolo almost dies, and then Piccolo becomes Beast because at that moment you fucked with a loved one. So yeah, um, let's hear it. A way more generic OST type feeling. So if I had to say, because of this OST being hopeful, it's because right now he has the potential to actually be the one to kill Salmax, which he was. But it's also the fact that he's at this point is an hero, right? Both Piccolo and Gohan at this point, they are the heroes of the story alongside with Gammas. They are actually superheroes, like the tag excluded. So yeah, it's epic. I mean, because it's a Gohan. I like it a lot, by the way. I like this one a lot. And now Gammas, the Gamma one. Remember, Gamma one is way more heroic. Is an actual superhero, like an actual superhero. So yeah, keep that in mind. His active skill is based around justice. He's way more serious about this superhero stuff. So his OST is way more heroic, way more up. He's even more of a hero. Well, I'm not saying he's more of an hero than Gamma 2 because come on, if y'all watch the movie, y'all know why I can say that. Like Gamma 2 is the best hero. Okay, Gamma 2 is quite literally the hero of the movie, the MVP of the movie. But yeah, like this guy is going all out, is taking this very seriously, is fighting for justice. That is the thing. This OSC represents justice. We have the chants, we have the trumpets, we have the presentation, everything is fighting for justice right now. Also, one thing that I just got, if y'all know the superhero OST, it goes da, 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 da. Look. It's literally that part of the superhero OST referenced in this. How the fuck did I catch this just now? What the fuck? Like, this OST is so good. Also, like, they cooked a lot with these OSTs. I'm going to be honest. Um, I'll be like giving a note to every one of these. Um, based on like my tastes. So yeah, this definitely my favorites. Screams Gamma 2, screams heroism, screams upbeat, screams flashy, screams like show, literally spectacle, which is the thing about Gamma 2. Is all for the spectacle, is all for showing that is a superhero and that is Edo's greatest creation. So for me, this one on the scale of like my OSCs, I mean, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Of course, it's not perfect. It's not on the level of, for example, the physical. Um, this part is so good. This part is so amazing. It's literally one of my top 10 OSTs. This part is really amazing. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 for what it's trying to represent. I'll give it also like because of the instruments they use. I think that it sounds amazing. It's not worth it having an OST that represents something if what it represents is it's like a shitty sound. That is why I actually like Yajirobe's and Boo's OSTs, because Yajirobe's and Boo's OSTs, although they are goofy, they are really good, like they sound good. And that is why like sounds above representation. But if you have both, which this game usually has, I mean, you're just winning. And this is one of those OSTs. Absolutely 9 out of 10, not in the level of, for example, Physical Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, which have literally the perfect OSTs for what it's trying to represent. Not on the level of, for example, what I said, like Super Saiyan 3 to Ozaru Goku, which has literally the best representation through sound that I have ever heard in this game. It's not STR Vegeta level, which gives us a bang. It's not tech reversible like Change Goku. But it's so good on what it's trying to represent that it's actually amazing. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for this one. Then Gohan. I mean, Gohan, it's a little bit more generic, and although generic is not bad, we have to understand that, yes, many OSTs sound like this, like the classic guitar, the classic sounds, the classic beats, like all these are parts of many OSTs and they change. That is one of the main formulas. So I like when they go out of their way to do the formula, but it doesn't mean it sounds bad. Quite the contrary. I like what it's trying to represent. Like Gohan is the hope. Gohan is essentially like the strongest there, in one way or another. So I mean, it's good. I like it. I genuinely like it. But to be honest, I'm going to say this straight up. I not sure if I like that this OST goes in with like a senzu being active, if you know what I mean. I like that it's epic because I mean it's Gohan. A Gohan without an epic OST isn't Gohan, but we have to keep in mind that his active skill is him eating the senzu bean. And to be honest, uh, since we are talking about, I want you all to remember that when Piccolo threw the Sensubin to Gohan, Gohan actually lost the Sensubin, just like the Potaras in the Buu saga. So like, I think that making instead of making this OST epic, making it a little bit more casual. So like for a Sensubin eating, basically, I think it would have been a better representation. But I am not sad about this OST. For how it sounds, I'd give it a 6 out of 10 because it lacks a bit on the representation of what it's trying to represent. I think that, as I said before, it could be calming. It could be a little bit less and be focused more around like the healing aspect of the senzu being. If I can like make sense into your minds, you probably are not understanding what I'm trying to say, but on my mind it makes sense what I'm trying to say. Like there are many things, like as a musician there are many things that people can tell me that I could like think of a song to do that represents that. I could think what represents like a dog, for example, like playful, cheery, things like that. A cat, more lazy, more calming, a little bit more like, relax, because cats don't are not usually that type of like just as active as dogs, for example. Chameleons, a little bit suspicious because they have the ability to camouflage. So a little bit mysterious, a little bit diverse because of all the colors that it can make his skin look like. Like things like that, people can tell me, and I will think of a way to represent it through music. The senzu is not being represented as well here. If anything, this would be a perfect OSC for this guy's intro if he had one. But he doesn't. And that's why I give it a 6. Because of how good it sounds. 6 is nothing to scoff at. By the way, many characters have OSTs. Many characters have like, for me, like 4. I do not think I would put any of them in 3 unless it's a really really bad OST, in my opinion. Like for me, the it depends on also like the character. So for example, I wouldn't like if Goku had like broly OSTs, like the drums like do. But if it's a Broly, because it's just so built, it's a demon, it's supposed to represent brute force, I would much rather like give it a favorable, which is why I think they never did that before. They actually never did give Goku like those types of stuff unless it's something very different, unless it's a very different version of Goku. So yeah, like, I mean, one of the best, one of the best things about these OSTs. But this character, this one doesn't hit as hard, Now, Gamma 2 and Piccolo, we have still heroic a bit because of Gamma 2, but now it's a little bit more constrained because Piccolo is way more serious. And I really like this. I like how it goes. Like the moment where this appears, like Piccolo starts going with orange at full power. I really like this OST because of what it represents. I think it's doing a good representation. Could be better, of course. It can always be better. But I mean, for what it's trying to represent, not only does it sound good, this part specifically, like this, it's just so amazing. Like I like to think of this instrument as like Gamma, and the guitar, which is like still like powerful but way more constrained, as Piccolo. Like Piccolo is more down because he's way more serious, and Gamma is way more up because he's way more upbeat, he's way more relaxed. But right now both are trying to defeat Cell Max with all they have, and Gamma 2 is actually locking in, which is why this OST is serious when compared to the other one, which is way more relaxed. This OST, I'm going to be honest, I am giving this OST either an 8 or a 9 out of 10. It depends on how it links up with like the active in itself. I don't remember it that much. I'll have to see if I put it on 8 or 9, but no less than that. No less than that. Absolutely. No less than that. This OSC, I can already tell you straight up, either an 8 or a 9. It's a perfect representation for a character like Gamma 1, which is serious, which is fighting for justice. This OSC is heroic, he's a superhero, he knows that the stakes are high, so this is like, it isn't as like active as Gamma 2 and Piccolo's. is actually like, he knows that if they let the beast that is Almax escape to the world, and if they let him run rampant, it's going to be the end of the world. So he's actually trying to fight for justice. He's going with Gohan. He's doing his best to fight, to protect, which is what a hero does. And so an 8 or 9 completely. I think this OSC is a perfect representation of Gamma 1 as a character, even better than the STR Gamma 1 that we got. I really think that STR Gamma 1 should have gotten another OST, because I think it was too similar to Gamma 2. Gamma 2 is perfect, absolutely. Like, that AGL Gamma 2 OST is a 10 out of 10 because it represents the character perfectly. And maybe like this one, I still don't know if I see that I'm starting to like the Gamma 2 OST, the Soul Gamma 2 OST, like the active skill. I'll maybe put it on 10 because I think it's a perfect representation of the character too. But like that AGL Gamma 2, like it goes so well with the active. The OSC sounds amazing. It represents it perfectly well. But yeah, this one, either an 8 or 9, I still have to see. No less than 8, 100%. It may be a 9. To be honest, I think it's a 9. I think this is a 9. I think every character that is here, like every OSC that is here, besides Gohan, these 3 OSTs, I think all of these 3 OSTs are doing the perfect job at representing what they need, and my Chrome just like it's stopped again. But yeah, like all these are representing what they want to represent perfectly well. And I think only Gohan gets the short end of the stick because Gohan unfortunately got an OSC that doesn't combine with the Senzu Bean ability. Like it doesn't combine, but it still sounds good, so I have to put it at 6. But these three for me, absolute nines. This one 9, this one 9, and this one 8 or 9. I think it's 9 as well. I think it's perfect, a perfect representation. So yeah, um, by now when this video uploads, there also should be like the showcase available on my channel. If I pull them, I hope I pull them. If I get shafted, I'll be so sad because man, I love these units. But yeah, 1,000 stones. I'll see what I'll get. You probably have seen what I'll get. Unless I post this video, I could definitely post this video like sooner. Like maybe even, well, not today because the cell video is going up today, but like tomorrow, maybe. No, I think like posting the cell video at like 1 p.m. and then this video at like 7 p.m. could be good. Or maybe like the Legends video, since I posted the Gogeta one at like 8 p.m. and such. Maybe I could post this one sooner. I don't know, but I have already like spoiled it, so I think it's better to. Well, I have spoiled the videos that I recorded, but I'll honestly be just. Yeah, I'll probably be like posting this video earlier because we basically have just gotten these ones uh just some hours ago, and they're really good. So yeah, I mean all these OSTs really amazing. Gohan's again, for me 9, 9, 10, actually 10 on this guy, 9 and 6 for me. So yeah, let me know what you thought. Also, let me know what you thought about the Super Saiyan 3. If you have any idea, please share this with me. I beg of you, please share this with me. I'm not asking for comments. I am asking literally because I'm curious. If you have any like any like idea, another idea of what these OSCs could represent, let me know. Please let me know. We can talk about it in the comment section. Because sometimes like it only requires another perspective on the music to realize just how great the music is. And so I think that this Gohan might have like the OST might have a bigger scale than what I am thinking, and I might be underselling it. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.